Hello, remember me? Here's my name. If you've forgotten, yes, it's been a while since the last vlog, and I do feel like a bit of a hypocrite considering I'm the one that always tells you to do more video, and I have not been practicing what I preach.
He's a very naughty boy!
But it's been a busy couple of months, so this is a bumper 3-month update.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
To talk you through some of the projects that we've been working on. I'm going to show you some of the highlights.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So first up, a new agency client for us, April 6, and a video for Iris Elements. We produced an introduction to their new accounting software. The creative vision dreamt up by the team at April 6 was to project footage onto a presenter and the set surrounding them. So for this, we not only had to source and edit multiple clips that were going to be projected, but we also needed to work out how best to place these clips onto the environment and onto the presenter. On the day, we also had the constant balancing act of the light from the projector versus the light from our set. Thankfully, all tested, troubleshot, and solutions found the day before the shoot and a pre-light day, so the shoot could go off without a hitch.
So now we change to our movement projection.
We were then into post-production, and Louis, the senior editor at Bear Jam, selected all the best takes in terms of the delivery and then what worked best visually, and started the edit. Louis was then able to add some really fun glitch effects that played on the brand's color palette and also complemented the filming style and the subject matter.
It's designed by you, for you, to keep your business evolving at your pace.
The whole piece was directed by one of Bear Jam's rostered directors, George Horn. So next up was a super fun and super quick turnaround project for Red Consultancy and McDonald's is Fun Football, starring the one and only Jamie Redknapp and Alex Scott. The two of them went head to head under the instruction of the YouTube sensation Tekkerskid.
This is Tekkerskid, and I partnered up with McDonald's to challenge Jamie Redknapp and Alex Scott on their football skills.
And yes, Jamie Redknapp has still got the skills. So this project was shot on a Friday, and then multiple deliverables in multiple different aspect ratios to multiple different platforms all had to be ready to go live for the Monday. So a super tight deadline.
I feel the need for speed.
And to add to the stress, the weather meant that we actually had to change location the day before the shoot from an outdoor pitch to an indoor option. The project was directed by another of our rostered directors, John Shake. We had fairly limited time with Alex and Scott, so John wanted loads of different cameras to get lots of coverage, to give us lots of options in post. Some of these cameras were kind of mounted in interesting places, and John also wanted lots of kind of dynamic camera movements. We had all the toys out. So the final edits were pulled together over the weekend, where we had 2 editors working on the project simultaneously to turn around all the different deliverables, not to mention all the motion graphics that were built and added on top. So a lot to organise, really short space of time, but we got it done, and I hope you agree, I think it looks awesome.
Great day. I'll have to say that football was the winner, obviously.
Cornwall, it's a hell of a long way away for a shoot. So for this next project, we needed to cheat it. This time, working with the creative agency Neverland, we were briefed to create social content to promote Kelly's Cornish ice cream. The idea was simple, just a couple of Vox Pop interviews. But we don't leave anything to chance. So we recce'd locations, we needed a farm, a beach, a nice spot for an ice cream van. We ended up actually shooting in Joss Bay in Kent, which doubled for Cornwall for the shoot. We then needed an ice cream van, cast, props, wardrobe, loads of ice cream, and of course a bee.
She's responsible for this.
There she is now. She pollinates the meadows,
To feed the cows,
That make the milk.
that creates Kelly's Cornish ice cream.
help save Cornwall's little hero. Hashtag share to save.
So it may look like a very simple project, but a lot has to go on behind the scenes to create what appears to be a very simple shoot in Cornwall. So speaking of cheating, brings me on to the next project. UK Anti-Doping briefed us to shine a bit of a light on the heartbreaking moment when a clean athlete is cheated out of winning a title or a medal. And this is exactly what happened to John Jackson at Sochi 2014. Again, working with director John Shake, John was going to tell the story. It's confusing, right? So the director was John and the athlete was John, so 2 Johns, spelt differently, but for a vlog, You can't see the spelling. So 2 Johns, John Jackson, athlete, John Shake, director. So we started this project in March and we're still under some lockdown restrictions. UK Anti-Doping obviously wanted this to be more evergreen content, and we thought a video call under COVID restrictions might date it a little bit. So instead we've opted for a voiceover approach with archive footage laid over the top. The first step for this was to send a microphone to John Jackson. We then set up a video call so John can interview John, and we record the audio through another platform to get the best quality audio. So after a 2-hour interview, John was confident that he'd got all the sound bites and all the material he needed to tell John's story. So next up was post-production. So we had the 2-hour interview transcribed, and director John first did a paper edit, pulling out the sections that he wanted to make final cut, which we then edited together, and after a few rounds of reviewing and feedback from the UK AD, we were able to get that down to a 3-minute voiceover cut. Next, we laid on the various archive material, footage, photos that we had, and animated a few sequences to bring some still photography to life.
I remember being in the office at work and I hadn't taken my phone with me. When I come back, my phone, it had messages, it had missed calls. As I picked up my phone, my wife rang. She was the one that told me that we got the medal. And I remember having this sort of emotional release. It was happiness, it was joy. I just couldn't speak to her. I sat and cried.
So please do go check that out. It is a really interesting story. So just to touch on a couple of other projects that we've been working on, we've created some content for Mischief PR around their Attention Barometer campaign. We've done some cookery how-to videos for Dishoom's meal kits. If you haven't tried their bacon naan, do it. Honestly, it's delicious.
The next thing you need is the bacon. So 4 rashers go in the bottom half. Next is our favourite, the tomato chili jam.
And also some gardening videos for Jordan's Cereal presented by the lovely Katie Rushworth.
And for more how-to videos, visit Jordan's Cereal Facebook or Instagram page.
So we've got some other really interesting projects in the pipeline, some from McDonald's, lots of animations, which I hope to be able to share with you in the next vlog. Plus my wife is due to have our second baby in about 2 weeks' time. So who knows when the next vlog will be. Hopefully not in 3 months. But well, that's it from me. Have a brilliant summer, and whether you're having a baby or you are going on a staycation or you just want to engage with your audience, why don't you do more videos?